Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jason's RC Reviews. Today we'll be doing a review and flight of the Flyzone Eluna. So this is a glider slash sport type plane that you can buy off of Horizon Hobby's website for only $100 as of when I bought it. For a Canadian citizen, it ends up being more like $200 by the time you get import taxes and everything on it, but it's still a good deal, even if you're Canadian. For U.S. citizens, that's just an absolute steal. But yeah, so this is a fairly acrobatic glider. That's basically what it is. You can see it has nice orange and blue stripes along the wings, making it look nice. Horizon Hobby logo. That's only there because Horizon Hobby distributes it and ships it. And then over here you see it says Flyzone, and over here it says Eluna. So I'm setting this thing back down. Up here you'll notice that this windshield is black, and that's because it is a canopy. So if you take this off, it just snaps off. Then you'll see you have this canopy with the styrofoam inside and these little clips. And then on the inside of the plane here, this is where all your internals are. Now, one thing I forgot to mention was that it comes with a free wireless AR410, I believe, yeah, AR410 receiver. And that is about a $40 value. And that is just an absolute steal. The bind and fly is actually cheaper than the plug and play. So I had to go with this one because I always use spektrum. You see here it has a EC3 plug. They recommend a 1250 to 1350 milliamp battery for this plane. Here you have your elevator and rudder servos. Up front here you have your brushless motor. And this thing folds in during flight to make it glide better. The only problem I've had with mine is that my propeller doesn't seem to want to fold in. I've never actually gotten it to fold in. Yours might be different. I don't know if you can adjust the springs so there's more tension here so it will snap back with more force so it won't just keep turning. And here's your spinner up front here. So you have ailerons to this plane. So there's that side. There's this side. And then on the side here on the tail, I have a orange stripe and Luna. Same thing on the other side. And then let's just bring this around here. See, here's your tail section. It's a pretty big tail. And you have some black stripes on either side of the wing. There's some over there too. And there are your servos with your wires tucked into the wing, fastened there by tape. One other problem that I've had with mine that I'd like to point out is one of these screws to keep the wing in place. Mine was completely... The plastic part here, where the screw holds onto, is completely unglued, so it's just loose in there, and I have no way of gaining access to it. So the wing is basically in here just by friction, and I have to trust that it's going to stay there. So, Flyzone, if you're watching this video, that's something you need to work on. Not to say that this isn't a great plane, though. This is an awesome plane. Here you have more orange striping. This plane actually has a nice little wheel land on to help if you're landing on, let's say, pavement or gravel or something like that, just to protect it a little bit. If you're landing on grass, some stuff will get in it, like see these little marks, but it's not going to really affect it too much. What I've found with this plane is that it is a nice, easy to fly glider. Although it can fly pretty sporty if you would like it to. It glides forever. As you'll see later on in the flight, it's not the easiest to land if you're used to powered planes, because usually those don't glide for a long time, and they just fall a lot quicker. This one just seems to want to keep going, and that can make it use up a lot of space to actually land. I found that it can do barrel rolls, loops, and inverted flight. It has a lot of power, more than you'll ever need. You'll pretty much have unlimited vertical climb. And it flies just as well without power. It glides for a long time. Like, if you take it up to a couple hundred feet, you'll have it gliding for a good 5 minutes. And one other thing that I'd like to point out is for your rudder and elevator, I found I had to reverse the channels because the servos were installed the wrong way, I guess. Or maybe it's just the way it is, but make sure your elevator and rudder are going the right way. The ailerons were all going the right way on mine. So what I'm going to be using for this plane is my Spektrum DX4E. It was just a transmitter I had laying around because I don't fly my Super Cub much anymore since I have my new Sport Cub and this plane. So, yeah, I'll be using this to fly it, and yeah, so that's pretty much it until we go outside and take it up for a flight. So see you guys outside. Okay, so guys, now we will be taking the Flyzone Eluna up for a flight. Let's get into the flight. So as you can see, it's a very locked on type plane. See, it cruises very nicely. And this is with power on. It makes a good powered on plane. Just like pretty much a regular plane it flies like if you have the power on. But when you shut off the motor, that's when you should really start noticing how well it glides. So here's motor off. And you can see it looks like it's under power. And you bring your trim up, then you start noticing it even more. You can really keep this thing in the air for a long time. Like, look at that. That's really nice. And then bring it back under power. And you can do pretty much straight vertical, like it's got plenty of power. More than you'll probably ever need at the glider, but yep. There's the Flyzone Eluna for you. There's a little loop. I'll do barrel roll too. That's pretty much it. So, I'll bring it in for landing. And yeah, that'll be the end of this flight. So, I guess we'll walk over here a little bit so we can just bring it in towards us. So, bringing her around. I don't have a lot of experience yet with landing a glider like this, but it's not all that hard. You just have to give it some space because it just wants to keep gliding, especially with this one. So bringing it in here. And again, it's got way too much speed yet for landing, so I'm going to shut the power off way over here and bring this trim up to reduce some speed, just bring it way out there. there you go. So you seen I had to kind of force it to land. Had to do a little turn there, but it just really wants to just keep going. It's like an awesome glider for the price. For $99 plus the free receiver, I'd say this is steal for anyone who wants a glider. Like, that's what I was looking at. I was looking around on Horizon Hobby's website, and I wanted to get some sort of glider, and I seen this one, $99. I could hardly believe it, so I just had to pick one up. But if I was you guys, I would definitely pick one of these up, add it to your collection. It'll make a great flyer. That's pretty much it for this video. So, if this video helped you guys out, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.